How are you doing? It's me, Laura Beth, and I have two special guests here with me today.
Ow.
Do you want to say hi to my friends?
Hi. Hi. That's Amelia.
I'm Laura Beth. What's your name?
Amelia.
Aurelia Beth. And who is this?
Millie.
It's Amelia. We are going to talk about today, what's your psychic ability? That's our first topic. What intuitive gift do you have? So we're at our co-work space. Cosmic Wisdoms has a co-work space where we can come together as a community and work with other entrepreneurs in business or artists, things of that nature. Hey Felicia, how are you doing? So we get to come here and come together with other people with similar goals that want to have positive mindsets so we can all grow together. I'm welcome to bring my kids here because anyone that knows me, that my kids are always a part of my videos. They're a really important part of my path and who I am in general. The reason why I bring in the elements is because your non-dominant element in your chart is typically your element that you work with for your intuitive gifts, because it's the one element that you have to work at. It does not come naturally to you. Do you ever get gut feelings? Do you ever hear frequencies? Have you ever saw a ghost? I mean, drop your experiences in the comments and let me know. What experiences have you had? Have you had a feeling that your boyfriend was cheating? Have you ever had a vision and it came true, like a dream? When I was a kid, I thought my mom was so cool. Like, she was the coolest person in the world because sometimes she'd have dreams and they'd actually happen. I was like, wow, my mom's awesome. She knows the future. And I just thought it was so cool. As a child, I would have experiences where I used to see, like, it looked scary to me then because I didn't understand, but it was like a shadow guide. So I would see it and it would scare me because I wasn't used to seeing something of that nature. So it kind of like freaked me out. We all have psychic abilities and psychic gifts and an intuitive side, but too many of us are taught as young children to like suppress them and shut them away. So whether you're a seer, whether you're a hearer, whether you just know, you have those gut feelings, or if you call yourself an empath, which we all have the ability to be an empath. I seen him as clearly as I see you. I didn't know until I was an adult that he was actually killed 3 years before I was born. He would play with me at our house. That is so cool. My daughter came and told me the other day that her great-grandmama was talking to her through the vent, and that her papa was with her. So she was talking about my grandma and my dad. They were talking to her through the vent. They came out of the vent and talked to her, which with how we are in my house, that's not very unusual. So it's not something that's kind of weird or taboo at my house. It's very accepted. But it was still interesting to see my kids grow in their own personal gifts. I've never actually seen spirits, but I can sense them, especially if they want to make themselves known to me. You can feel that energy. Like, I feel the energy. So clairsentient was my first dominant gift. It was my very first one. And I could feel when things were around me. Bless you, baby. Bless you. When I talk about the clairs, or when I talk about psychic gifts, I talk about 4 different things. I talk about clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, and claircognizance. Clairvoyance is when you see. So let's say you're a dreamer. You're a dreamer, your dreams come true, you have visions, you see out of your third eye what's gonna happen. Or let's say that you're just sitting here and you can jump and remote view through someone else's eyes, because people can really do that. Sometimes I do it. Clairvoyance is associated with water. So let's say that's a non-dominant element in your chart. That would be the element you need to work with the most for your intuitive gifts. Fire, clairsentience feeling. When you think of fire, imagine fire coming out of my hands. Like I'm creating this energy field with my hands, with fire in it. That would be feeling, because I feel the passion, I feel the heat, I feel the things around me. I can sense spirits, I can sense when people are lying to me. But you can take it on deeper levels too, to where you can send healing energy. You can think of it as so basic as that gift, but you can grow it. you can truly grow it to be more and more. Air, clairaudience. If air is your dominant element, clairaudient would be your gift. Clairaudient would be the hearing of frequencies. My business partner, her element is air. So she hears frequencies, she hears spirits. She can also use air to control the veil around her when she wants to see ghosts and when she doesn't. So she can control that herself. If you're doing more extensive energy work and you're using fire, so clairsentience, you could work with portals or jump work, so you could jump to other locations if like you're advancing it. So guys, if you only have a little bit, like such a small amount of an intuitive gift, like you just feel people's feelings sometimes, or you just hear frequencies sometimes, or you just know sometimes, or you just have visions sometimes, you can grow it to be so much more to help other people. The last one is earth, claircognizance. So that would be the state of just knowing. Like sometimes when I do a reading, I don't even look at the cards and I just know. I just know. So any of you ever have experiences where you just know? Like you know what you know what you know, and nobody can tell you any different. If your dominant element is earth, you'll usually find that people cling to you to cleanse themselves. Kind of like they want you to heal them. So they want you to heal them and you want to cling to them. So what you do is you can actually go out to the earth and you can purge all those negative emotions and send them right back into the earth. Send all those vibrations right back into the earth, because people will cling to you and try to put all that inside you. So you can just send it away. I did make a post yesterday where I told everyone I want to help you find your dominant element on today's video. So if you commented on my post and I got a chance to look at your birth chart, I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to talk about their dominant element. I picked 5 people. I looked at their birth chart. I really looked over it and really meditated on what their dominant element was. You know, I'm a breastfeeding mama, so you'll have to excuse me because she's always hungry. But Glenda Thompson, I did your birth chart. Your sun was in Aries, a fire sign. Your moon was in Leo, fire. And your rising was in Aquarius, air. I really had to meditate it on a little while because yours could have been earth or water. And we have to remember that the earth is 90% water. But after looking at it and meditating over it, your element is water. So that's something that you should connect with. Glenda, I can see that you probably either have a lot of dreams, like when you have intuitive notions, you just know, or you have dreams. So that would either be the clairvoyance or the claircognizance, but I'm gonna say the clairvoyance would be stronger for you. Did yours, your sun is in Gemini, your moon is in Capricorn, and your rising is in Leo. That's air, earth, fire. Your dominant element would be water as well. So the visions, and you also probably have some episodes where you just feel like you just know, but the one gift that you'll have to really work at and like really can grow to be your very best is your clairvoyance, so the way you see. But Amanda Ferguson, sun in Virgo, moon in Sagittarius, rising in Scorpio. So that's earth, fire, water. Your dominant element is air. Pay attention to the pressure in your ears. Listen, I'm sure you hear frequencies. You probably hear spirits. So Aaliyah Kearney, yours, and I hope I said your name right. I apologize if I didn't. But my beautiful friend with a sun in Leo, fire, a moon in Pisces, water, and a rising in Gemini, air, your dominant element is earth. You can purge everything right back into the earth. All those vibrations, that is the one place that will keep you grounded. Ashley Adams, your sun is in Aquarius, air. Your moon is in water, Pisces, and your rising is in Gemini, air. Your dominant elements, I'm not gonna give you a definite answer because it's an in-between. I wanna do some work with you intuitively because I wanna say you're earth. I really feel strongly that you're earth, but I just want to get together to make sure, because I'm not sure. You could very well be fire too. Could be both. Bye everybody. Oh, and if you don't mind, share this video on your page.